Cemu got a major update recently, but since I'm of a cynical nature, I was wondering what the point is. After all, I could play almost all of the important games over a year ago. I even made a showcase, and you can check it out if you want. With so many Wii U exclusives ending up on Nintendo Switch, I'm sure some of you will be asking the question, why even bother emulating the console? Hopefully my video will be your answer, because in my opinion, there are 3 major reasons why you may still want to install the emulator. Firstly, while there aren't many exclusives left, a few do stand out, like Star Fox Zero for example. The controls take some getting used to, although with practice, you should be fine. Performance is also great, and I didn't experience any crashes or freezes. Fast Racing Neo is technically an exclusive, although the sequel on Switch is basically the same game, but with more tracks to race on. Still, this is a thrilling game that requires good reflexes. It takes many nods from F-Zero, and I like how fast it goes. Again, there were no issues with emulation. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse was made specifically to take advantage of the Wii U's touchscreen. You can play it with a mouse like I did here, but it's not a lot of fun. Paper Mario Color Splash has a beautiful art style. It's impossible not to like, in my opinion, and it is one of the best exclusives on the platform. Most likely it will get a remaster for the next Switch, but for now, this is still the best way to play the game. I experienced no issues with emulation. I had to double check, but Xenoblade Chronicles is still exclusive to the Wii U. This is a proper AAA experience, so Nintendo must surely have plans to port it in the future. Either way, it's a really good game, and emulation only enhances it further. Mario Party 10 is great, as long as you have Wii nunchucks. You can't even play single player with a normal controller. However, you can play as Bowser, who has his own party mode, but you are still getting a limited experience without proper peripherals. Splatoon is another game hampered by the Wii U's gyro controls. I think a PS5 gamepad might work fine with this, but otherwise don't bother emulating the game with normal controllers. Before moving on, I should add that Wii U had more exclusives, like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival and Nintendo Land, but I wasn't really interested in showcasing those games. The second reason why you may want to play games on Cemu instead is because of graphic packs. Without these, you can't even upscale games on the emulator. Moreover, a select number of games can be modded using graphic packs, and none more so than Breath of the Wild. Accessing the feature is easy. Just right-click on the game's profile and select Edit Graphic Packs. From there, you can unlock cheats, apply graphical workarounds that will fix any glitches you may experience, and improve the overall presentation with enhancements. It really is fantastic. However, with mods we can unlock the frame rate, increase the cell shading, or even implement Xbox button prompts. For me, that's useful because I use an Xbox 360 controller. This makes the game seriously overpowered on Cemu and may be the best reason to keep the emulator installed on your computer. The third and final reason is lower system requirements. On Cemu, I could run every game at full speed using a decade-old computer. But let me just show you guys a reel between Cemu and Ryujinx, comparing the performance between the two with the exact same hardware specifications. Now I know what you're thinking. Didn't these performance tests prove that Ryujinx can run on similar hardware? For the aforementioned games, yes. But Breath of the Wild is a whole different matter entirely. On Cemu, I persisted with the old computer and even managed to get between 40 and 50 frames on a consistent basis. That's really impressive. Shader cache admittedly caused a few hitches here and there, but overall emulation was accurate and I couldn't see any glitches. In the case of Ryujinx, I had no choice but to use my newer computer. To be fair, it handled the game like a champ. Not even shader compilation could affect performance in any meaningful way. Obviously, I couldn't raise the frame rate since that is not possible with the emulator, and playing without mods is a minor inconvenience, but overall, I'm happy. So, in conclusion, if you have an old PC, Cemu should be your emulator of choice. However, I think that Ryujinx has superseded much of what it can do now, and there aren't many exclusives worth playing these days. Anyway, if you found this useful, please remember to give a like. It really helps with the algorithm. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.